Are we live yet? What does that mean to live a death? What steps would you take? Knock on doors, same time the walls close. Chapters proceed, enter the chambers where you find new ways to deal with the anger from new questions that come from new answers. So guest class still in session. Right voice, right platform to do right as you always sought. But some bad choices led to bad people and evil, but got tired of making the same movie with a million sequels and sought to learn again, grow, but in pain endured more growing pains, younger in a way than you'd ever been, but just as old. How does that song go? Let me tell, really it ain't hard, the complicated, wishing it was all so simple. Maybe for the storm jades these child plays, longing to not be a doll that Chuck can control or be it. Tag, guess I'm now the teacher for my own defense, but an offensive move to not just be the student. Assume I'm prude? Nah, just play enough by the rules if we playing games.
I came with good intentions to try to help. I knew you were going through hell. I made mistakes, but I meant well. I tried to learn this time around in the school of it all. I'd be your counselor. I tried to teach you not lessons for cruelty or to punish. I understand, I forgive, I do not judge in the judgment of it all. Let me help you and be there for you and try to make this all worthwhile. I never say I learned enough, but I know to contribute to a good student that wants to teach. When even the shade of being trained, how strange it all is. Doesn't have to go in vain or go to waste.
Million dichotomies and realms and diff degrees to the whole. The rabbit pulling another trick up its sleeve in the trick or treat of post-Halloween. What time is it to always be someplace else but now? No, really think about it. What does that really mean? In the scheme of it all, the nightmare, merely a dream, but how could that be? In the positivity of it all, if it implicates bad things do happen to good people, but what will you let taint your imagination of all the great you can do in fate to let that happen and arrive? So I've observed and learned enough that there is more to know and more things to meet in a destination, that arriving is in every second you breathe. The moving pause of a dog trained in a sense, but to what extent do you pause that show to move on to the next? I just don't. For the plethora of how many brothers had advice or motive, action to have motives, or did they? I long to help, but perhaps per se I'll just be a counselor in a different way.
I came with good intentions to try to help. I knew you were going through hell. I made mistakes, but I meant well. I tried to learn this time around in the school of it all. I'd be your counselor. I tried to teach you not lessons for cruelty or to punish. I understand, I forgive, I do not judge in the judgment of it all. Let me help you and be there for you and try to make this all worthwhile. I never say I learned enough, but I know to contribute to a good student that wants to teach. When even the shade of being trained, how strange it all is. Doesn't have to go in vain or go to waste.
The co-pilot on a big plane, flown on many planes, described possibly in all the endless possibilities that seem impossible to beat or overcome in a game of control, shifted like planes, trains, and automobiles. Now a candy shop, but the devil behind the damn brakes and wants to take the sun out your lemonade, and the lemons you made mistakes and grew so much that they weren't mistakes is still someone that wants you stuck in one place. Seeing their deeds is a fortune in your misfortune, but I'm fortunate enough to see the bucket list so full it's overflowing, but steering a way of grace that I can turn all I've lost into an even bigger place. Instead of the small world of demons that made my world small, it's deep, and best to not complicate or overanalyze, but seek as much truth for an eye to see. A bee stung is a quantum leap, and I have faith that on all I've learned somehow it will not go in vain. A master of none but a jack of all trades is no ass or fool to contribute to a whole new school.